All right, it's the day after the Oscars, so let's recap what happened. Let's go over my predictions, what I got right, what I got wrong. Starting out with actor in a leading role, I guessed correctly. It was Adrien Brody. Adrien Brody's award speech was interesting, to say the least, throwing his gum to his girlfriend and then yapping for what felt like longer than the movie that he won the award for. Good for him though. I think he deserved to win the award. Obviously, it would have been cool to see Timothée Chalamet win, but I think Adrien Brody was deserving. For actor in a supporting role, I guessed Kieran Culkin and was correct. For actress in a leading role, and I think this was probably one of the best surprises of the night, I originally had Demi Moore winning this award. I think a lot of people did. I think she was considered the favorite going in, but it was very fun to see Mikey Madison win this award. Huge night at the Oscars for independent filmmaking, so Mikey Madison winning this is huge. Really awesome to see. For actress in a supporting role, I unfortunately guessed correctly and picked Zoe Saldana to win for Emilia Perez. I mean, I guess she's not the worst part of that movie, but I think that there were other nominees maybe more deserving. For animated feature film, this was another great surprise this Oscars, and I guessed this one correctly too. I'm on fire. Flow won for Best Animated Feature. Huge win for Latvia. For animated short, I predicted Beautiful Men to win, but it did not. In the Shadow of the Cypress won instead, and good for them. I mean, I haven't seen any of the animated shorts, so that one was a complete guess. For Best Cinematography, The Brutalist won, which I correctly predicted. I don't think that's a huge surprise there. For costume design, I also correctly predicted Wicked to win. I mean, the way they set up the announcement of the nominees with Bowen Yang wearing his costume from the movie, it just seemed like they were gonna give Wicked the award. But I think Wicked deserved it, and really cool to see Paul Tazewell win. Tazewell, not sure how to say his name exactly, but yeah, really cool to see him win. For Best Directing, I correctly predicted Sean Baker for Anora. After winning his Best Director award, Sean implored us to go to the theater to watch movies because many movie theaters have been closing due to the growth of things like streaming. Sean, I would love to go to the movie theater, but unfortunately that means I would have to choose between the new Lion King live action or some shitty Marvel movie. Moving on to documentary feature film, I correctly predicted No Other Land. I really want to watch it. I've heard it's fantastic. Much like for animated short, for documentary short, I had no idea what was going on, so I predicted Instruments of a Beating Heart, but The Only Girl in the Orchestra ended up winning. For best film editing, I originally predicted Conclave, but Anora and Sean Baker grabbed the win. Sean Baker also grabbed the win for best original screenplay. I predicted that one correctly. Between winning the award for writing, directing, and editing, it kind of seems like Sean Baker was the only person to make Anora. For best international feature film, I correctly predicted I'm Still Here. For makeup and hairstyling, I also correctly predicted that The Substance would win. Super well deserved. I think they were a shoo-in for this award. For music original score, I think there was really only one clear choice here, and I predicted it correctly. The Brutalist, Daniel Bloomberg, won for music original score. For music best original song, I once again was unfortunately correct in my prediction, which was El Mal from Emilia Perez. Not only did Emilia Perez win, but the creators of the song in their acceptance speech reminded us just how deaf the Academy must be.
Emilia,
For best production design, I kind of went out on a limb with my original prediction of Nosferatu. Wicked ended up winning. For live action short film, again, this is a category where I threw up a complete guess. I picked Anuja. I'm Not a Robot ended up winning. Congratulations to the winners. For best sound, I correctly predicted Dune Part 2, which deserved it wholeheartedly. It was good to see Dune get some love. It definitely deserved more, but I'm glad that it won at least a few Oscars. It also won for visual effects, which I incorrectly predicted. I picked Alien Romulus kind of just because David Johnson's in that movie, and I loved David Johnson so much in Ryan Lane that I'm a ride or die for David Johnson now. But again, super cool to see Dune pick up at least 2 awards. For best adapted screenplay, Conclave won, which I correctly predicted, and I think it was most deserving of that award. And then the final award of the night, Best Picture, I incorrectly predicted. I picked The Brutalist, and Anora ended up winning. And I think the writing was kind of on the wall that Anora was going to win Best Picture once Sean Baker won his 3 Oscars, and then when Mikey Madison won for Best Actress. Overall, I really enjoyed this year's Oscars compared to years past. I thought Conan was great. I loved pretty much every single one of his bits. I think that the Carla Sofia Gascon joke was hilarious. The sandworm bit was funny. The opening of his monologue with the bit about the substance, I thought it was all fantastic. I think Conan should come back in future years to host. But you know, I'm kind of biased. I love everything he does. On another note, Timothée Chalamet didn't win an Oscar, but he might just get the award for best impression of a banana Laffy Taffy. Or maybe he's getting ready for his next role in the live action Curious George. Mikey Madison won Best Actress for Honora, which like I said, I think was a very pleasant surprise. Speaking of Madisons, the guy who plays Billy Madison made an appearance during the opening monologue, which I loved. Great night for the Madison family. And that's my Oscars recap. I hope you enjoyed the awards as much as I did. Here's to watching many more great movies in 2025. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and be sure to follow me on Letterboxd, where I always post super insightful film reviews. I'll catch you in the next one.